Mr. Hutton was aware that he had not behaved with proper patience, but he could not help it. Very early in his manhood he had discovered that not only did he not feel sympathy for the poor, the weak, the diseased and deformed, he actually hated them. Once, as an undergraduate, he spent 3 days at a mission in the East End. He had returned, filled with profound and ineradicable disgust. Instead of pitying, he loathed the unfortunate. It was not, he knew, a very comely emotion, and he had been ashamed of it at first. In the end he had decided that it was temperamental, inevitable, and had felt no further qualms. Emily had been healthy and beautiful when he married her. He had loved her then. But now was it his fault that she was like this? Mr. Hutton dined alone. Food and drink left him more benevolent than he had been before dinner. To make amends for his show of exasperation, he went up to his wife's room and offered to read to her. She was touched, gratefully accepted the offer, and Mr. Hutton, who was particularly proud of his accent, suggested a little light reading in French. "French? I am so fond of French." Mrs. Hutton spoke the language of Racine as though it were a dish of green peas. Mr. Hutton ran down to the library and returned with a yellow volume. He began reading. The effort of pronouncing perfectly absorbed his whole attention, but how good his accent was! The fact of its goodness seemed to improve the quality of the novel he was reading. At the end of 15 pages, an unmistakable sound aroused him. He looked up. Mrs. Hutton had gone to sleep. He sat still for a little while, looking with a dispassionate curiosity at the sleeping face. Once it had been beautiful. Once, long ago, the sight of it, the recollection of it, had moved him with an emotion profounder, perhaps, than any he had felt before or since. Now it was lined and cadaverous. The skin was stretched tightly over the cheekbones, across the bridge of the sharp, bird-like nose. The closed eyes were set in profound bone-rimmed sockets. The lamplight, striking on the face from the side, emphasized with light and shade its cavities and projections. It was the face of a dead Christ by Morales. Le squelette était invisible, aux tons heureux de l'arpaillant. He shivered a little, and tiptoed out of the room.